Well, what do you know? The case of the deformation, situation with UMG and Drake on Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us deformation case has been dismissed. Granted, as you can see right here. And the thing about it is that I already been known that this was gonna happen. I've been said it multiple times, but all these Drake fans, you know what I'm saying? Oh no, Drake's gonna get away. Kendrick Lamar is scarred. Well, why don't y'all read here? And it says it loud and clear. A federal judge dismissed Kendrick's defamation lawsuit against Universal Music Group over Kendrick Lamar's diss track Not Like Us, ruling that the accusations were non-actionable opinion within a rap battle context. The judge stated that a reasonable listener would not accept variable facts in the diss track and that the UMG's promotion of the song did not make it a defamatory. Y'all heard that right? They didn't make it. Okay. A UMG spokesman welcomed the decision, while a spokesperson for Drake indicated that they plan to appeal the situation or the case again, but read more about the dismissal at Variety such and such. But it just comes to show you. And it's sad that this dude thought that the federal judge or any judge was going to go ahead and prosecute UMG or Kendrick Lamar for defamatory in any type of case, shape, way, or form. It's just ridiculous. But you know what? Drake took a risk. He took a chance, and he thought that he was going to be undisputed and win the case. Went for 2 years. Drake has lost every bit of anything that he has done against Kendrick Lamar or anyone, especially himself. The way that he has been embarrassing himself, conducting himself, dressing, in every level that you can think of, this man is just destroying himself badly, seriously. And the judge just gave it to him the way that any judge will give it to anybody that is playing around and that is wasting their time. And that was a waste of time because we understand, and I know that the judge also heard his part of him dissing Kendrick Lamar, disrespecting Kendrick Lamar's family, disrespecting Kendrick Lamar's wife, disrespecting Kendrick Lamar's best friend, disrespecting Kendrick Lamar as a man, period. And not only that, just disrespecting Kendrick Lamar as in father as well, also putting his kids out there. The judge heard all of that. And with the indication that the judge found out it was Mr. Drake that started the whole beef, that started the whole, scenario and the whole agenda of him, calling out Kendrick Lamar out first, you know what I'm saying, and disrespecting his best friend, his wife, his kids, and things of that nature, saying that Kendrick Lamar was a woman beater and the whole 9 yards. So you see, Drake thought that he had it all figured out. He had it all down pat, as in, yeah, you're a woman beater and, your best friend is father of one of your kids and this, and, just basically just line and line and line and making himself look more like the liar himself. Because remember in Family Matters, he told Kendrick Lamar, what? I'll go ahead and do that because to me, that's a gift. And y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it because I don't want my YouTube channel, being given a strike or being permanently deleted. I'm not looking for that. But y'all heard what he said in Family Matters. Go ahead and say that because to me, that's a gift. And Kendrick Lamar told him in plenty of songs, yo, this is a friendly fade, bruh. Let's keep it that way, You're not that type, I like the Drake that does love music. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the Drake that so want to act all bad and all macho, man, because it doesn't exist. And as y'all can see, Drake is just spiraling, going crazy, and putting guns all over his videos, and just doing the utmost. You know what I'm saying? When we all know that Drake is not even 1/5 of that. But the judge saw all that, and the judge said, "Well, since you started the whole thing, then how am I going to go, charge Kendrick Lamar and UMG with the defamatory when it was you that started everything?" You understand? And it says it very clear. It says it very, very clear. Non-actionable opinion. The motion to what? Dismiss is granted. To what? Dismiss. To what? Dismiss. Says it loud and clear. Because of why? Non-actionable. So basically, it's like saying, I can't say that people believe the song or don't believe the song, or find the song not believable or acceptable, or if it's fake or if it's fiction, because in reality, when it comes to hip-hop, a lot of hip-hop artists, it's yesterday's era and today's era, they exaggerate it, they lie. Why? Because they want the music to sound more raw or better than the next diss track. But one thing about Kendrick Lamar doesn't lie. Kendrick Lamar, when he drops tracks, he comes with statements, he comes with actual facts. And everything that he said about Drake is 100% real. You understand what I'm saying? And what Drake said about Kendrick, it's all false. So you see, there's a different climates, a different understanding when it comes to music that are against one another, disrespecting one another, got beef with one another. You understand what I'm saying? To me, the hardest diss track when it comes to beef is Tupac against Biggie and Hit 'Em Up. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of it was real. A lot of people still say that Tupac lied about him, effing Faith, sleeping with Faith Evans or whatever. But even those statements come out to be real. You understand what I'm saying? So Drake thought that he was going to go ahead, excuse me, drinking some juice. But he thought that he was going to be able to beat Kendrick in court and surprise the world by saying, no, everything that Kendrick said about him was a lie. It was defamatory. It was against everything of what Drake is and wasn't. Well, you know what? Why is the case being dismissed? Why is the case being dismissed? We know why, and we understand why. Because Kendrick never lied about anything. It is what it is. And you know what? Congratulations to UMG. Congratulations to Kendrick Lamar. Congratulations to everybody out there that supported Kendrick Lamar, supported UMG, and to, you know what I'm saying, for it not to go as far as it went. Because it didn't need to go this far. 2 years for this track? You going to court for this track, really? Wow. That's crazy, bro. But I'm going to tell you like this. They got caught up and are embarrassed to even say anything. To appeal the case, to appeal what? There's nothing to appeal. The only thing there is to appeal is taking your ass home and just grabbing all the paperwork and everything that y'all have done and rip it to pieces and flush it down the toilet and forget about it. That's the only appeal y'all should do. It's an embarrassment to even try to do that to hip-hop. Right now, I'm just erasing Kendrick Lamar just for a second. This is about hip-hop. This is about, y'all could have killed hip-hop for no one to do diss tracks against nobody else. That's what hip-hop is all about, bruh. If you diss somebody in hip-hop, let's keep it on the record, you know what I'm saying? Let's not take it to the streets and kill each other, commit violence towards each other. No. That's what hip hop is all about. That's how hip hop started. By diss tracks, by one dude dissing another dude or a female dissing another female and keeping it on tracks. Not go ahead and pursue it like Tupac and Biggie did. And you saw what happened with Biggie and Tupac. And led into what? Both of the greatest rappers dead. And that right there is something that hip hop does not want to see or does not want to encourage, or they don't want no parts of it. And I agree with that. If y'all gonna go ahead and be rappers and diss each other, keep it on track. Remember, because if y'all take it to the streets, anything can happen. Rather, it could lead jail time, or it could lead your life being taken away and the key being thrown away, or it could be led into you shooting each other and not being able to wake up and breathe and say, you know what, God bless for the success or whatever that you're trying to accomplish in your music career, whatever. So you know what, that street violence, keep that away if you're gonna do diss tracks in music. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what that brings. Look what happened to Tupac and Biggie again. Rest in peace to both of the ghosts that did it better than anybody else in the music industry. But at the same time, let's celebrate and congratulate Kendrick Lamar, because he kept it in the studio. He kept it in the music. You know what I'm saying? While Drake is going through all this and spiraling and going crazy because he know he lost, Kendrick Lamar is still keeping it in music. And look what he did. Look what he did in Argentina. Look what he did in Brazil. Look what he did in this. And everywhere that he goes, look what he does. He draws people together, love, respect, and the most important thing, he does it through music. So I got to give it up to Kendrick Lamar. I have to give it up. Just along with what he did with Argentina, boy, that was fucking amazing. I can't believe it. This man is doing things that no other rapper's ever done. And you know what? I congratulate him for that. But this video right here is to let y'all know the deformation of Not Like Us against Kendrick Lamar has been dismissed. Yes, sir. This is your boy Chico Black. Y'all already know Mr. Jaloso. Y'all holler at me and let me know what time it is. But I'm out here, y'all. Peace.